Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, and today I have for you another Arcanite Magician deck. This one is pretty cool and it's using what I believe it's an underrated skill, Silent Duelist. If you guys are not familiar with the skill, let me go over it real quick. It says, can be used each time your life points decrease by 1800. Return one card from your hand to your deck and play Silent Magician level 4 from your deck. The skill can only be used once per turn. So it's kind of like Labyrinth Builder. That's the other skill I can think of where you return cards to the deck in order to, summon something to the field. But it only takes one card, however you have to lose life points. And the reason why this skill is good is because it gives us a level 4 spellcaster on the field. And all we need after that, it's a level 3 tuner to go into our Arcanite Magician. And you guys should be familiar with Arcanite Magician by now. Really cool card, uses spell counters to destroy cards and also to gain attack. The deck is pretty standard. We have 3 Silent Magician because you wanna have as many as you can so that you can special summon them from the deck. 1 Defender, the Magical Knight, and everything else is just tuners. I'm using Violent Cube because if this card is sent to the graveyard for the synchro summon of a light monster, which Arcanite is, you can add 1 equipped spell card from your deck to your hand, and you want to go ahead and add Power of the Guardians, probably the best equipped spell in the game right now. And you can play around with the ratios. Looking at this, I would actually probably cut 1 Power of the Guardians for a 3rd Bestiary and run the deck this way, because you do have the violence to get to your Power of the Guardians easier, and Mythical Bestiary is really good, so you kind of want to see it as much as possible. So I would probably make that change. I just noticed that now that I was running 3 Power of the Guardians and only 2 Bestiary. The other level 3 tuner can be whatever you want. Some good cards are Full Helm Knight. This is a really good level 3 synchro. You can stop 1 attack and it has decent stats, 1300. But the reason why I'm running Genomics Fighter is because, and by the way, he is a level 6, but when you normal summon him without a tribute, he becomes level 3. But his effect is what's really good. If this card is used as a Synchro Material monster this turn, treat this card and the other Synchro Material monster as the monster type for that Synchro summon. So you declare a monster type, and then this guy and the monster you use to Synchro summon with are both considered the declare type. And the reason why that's so good is because it allows you to go into some other really good level 7s like Kerikuru Shogun Beret. As you know, you need machine type monsters for this guy, and Chaos King Artrine, you need fiend type tuner for this guy. So with your Genomics Fighter and your level 4 Silent Magician, you can go into either of those depending on what situation you're going for. Also threw in an Ancient Fairy Dragon because it has really good defense and it can help you stall the game a little bit if you don't have, a lot of combo pieces to go with Arcanite. You won't see me go into any of this in the duels because going for Arcanite is obviously your main play, but it is nice to have that alternative with the Genomics Fighter. However, if you don't feel like you're going to use these 2 guys, just throw in another level 3 tuner of your liking. So Silent Magician level 4, really good, gains 500 attack for each spell counter on it. So you can use Mythical Bestiary on it to boost its attack if your opponent attacks into it. So it has definitely good interaction with spell counters. I don't have level 8 because you're never gonna have 5 counters on this guy. You're gonna be using them either you're gonna be using him to synchro summon, or you're gonna be using the counters for your Arcanite Magician. So putting the level 8 here was just gonna clog the deck. We have 2 Cosmic Cyclones and 3 Mirror Walls. That is our means to get our skill activated. You either pay for the Mirror Wall or you use Cosmic Cyclones and activate your skill. I was trying Trap. What is the name of this card? Trap Stun, I believe. Is that the name of it? I think that's the name of it. Yeah, I was using Trap Stun instead of a second Cosmic Cyclone, but I never saw the card when I needed it, and sometimes it was too late for when I would see this card, and I feel like Cosmic Cyclone, it's always a good option. So that's why I cut the Trap Stun, but I believe it's in 1 replay, so in case you guys are wondering. sometimes I'll get those comments where it's like, you used this card and it's not on the deck list. So that's why I'm letting you know that the build definitely changed a little bit as I was playtesting with it. But getting into this replays, we're going to start things off with a My Valentine, going second. And this deck was a ton of fun to use. 28 card balance. And this was actually Ancient Gears, I believe. So we're going to go ahead and summon Silent Magician. We have 2 Bestiaries, so we can set one. And I held the other one just in case I decided to go for more damage. But I was like, I'll just wait and, you know, have the Bestiary that's already set. So we're gonna see an Ancient Gear Wyvern dispel into Ancient Gear Fortress to summon the Ancient Gear Reactor that he just searched. And during the battle phase, we're gonna go ahead and activate the Mirror Wall. He chooses not to attack me. He could have attacked into Silent Magician level 4, destroying himself, but at the same time destroying the Mirror Wall. However, he chose to wait, so I'm gonna pay for the wall. I draw into a Cosmic Cyclone so I can get rid of that other back row, which helps me out because it was a Canadian. So now we can go ahead and summon Genomix Fighter, go for Spellcaster, and we can pop both monsters. And I could have used this to put more counters on Arcanite Magician, but because you can only activate one of these per turn, I'm gonna actually shuffle it back to the deck, activate my skill, and that is going to give me lethal on the board. Nice and easy. I was really happy that I was able to use Arcanite Magician again because, as you guys know, I have a prismatic one and I love flexing that thing. So here we have a Jesse Anderson. And we're going first. We have a pretty good hand. We're going to start with Silent Magician. And I could have equipped the Heart of the Guardians, but I didn't know what I was going up against. So I just decided to wait. We're going to go ahead and Cyclone that one card. And because I felt no delay here, I was pretty confident that to go into my Synchro Summon. We're going to get our Arcanite Magician. Vylum Cube is going to get us a second part of the Guardians to the hand. We're going to go ahead and pop one of those. And we get rid of a Pulse Mines. Double power to the Guardians. We're definitely protected from a lot of things. And we have decent attack, 2400. Then they just scoop it up. So yeah, he would have had to been able to get rid of 2 counters from both my equipped spells before they could even destroy my Arcanite. If they couldn't destroy him, I had 4 counters on the board to just pop whatever he set or summon. And I still don't even know what he was running. I guess it was probably Ancient Gears because of the Pulse Mines. Here we got an Odeon matchup. Trap heavy matchup. We're gonna go ahead and summon Silent Magician, set the Bestiary, and just go for damage. I was trying to get him to activate some of that back row. He goes for Galaxy Cyclone. Destroying a Bestiary is so good for us because we can get the counters and we get the special summon off of the Bestiary. So I'm gonna get a Defender, the Magical Knight, on the board. We're gonna Cosmic Cyclone the new set, which turned out to be Regulation of the Tribe. Doesn't matter because it's leaving the field. Now we can Arcanite Magician. Remove counters from the Silent Magician level 4, pop all the back row and go for game. Or that was the plan before he scooped it up. That's where having a Silent Magician with spell counters is really good because if you remove it from Silent Magician, you're only losing 500 attack as opposed to the 1000 you lose with Arcanite. Next we have an Akisa. What goes in the graveyard? And we don't have the best of hands, but because I have the mirror wall, I feel confident enough to go into my Genomix fighter. Here we're gonna see the Psyhemoth. Unfortunately, the Psychic Will there is going to destroy my Genomix fighter. And I decide to take this damage so that I can get my skill. We pick up a Violent Cube, which is super clutch. We're gonna send back the Cosmic Cyclone, go for our Synchro play, get an Arcanite Magician on board, and search a Power to the Guardians. We'll pop this Psyhemoth, activate Power to the Guardians, and just set the Mythical Bestiary. I could have actually won this turn right here, but I wasn't really paying attention. I could have activated Mirror Wall, that would have brought him down to 500. I could have put 2 counters on this guy and that would have been game. But as you can see, even with putting cess, the Part of the Guardians is going to protect me. And then the Mirror Wall, Hoot Cake into the Mirror Wall, and once again I had a chance to go for the Bestiary and just end the game right there. But we still win. Mirror Wall, I think, is such an underrated card at the moment, and I don't know if it's because it's an ultra rare and it's a really old box, so like new players are not going for it. But it's such a great card because a lot of people are not respecting back row nowadays. When you have things like Mass Change, or if you're going up against dinos, they have survival ends. They can swing first and then chain their survival ends if there's anything threatening, like a Wall Disruption or an enemy controller or a Canadia. But damage step cards are not being utilized as much, so you get away with running Mirror Wall a lot. This time I decided to put Power to the Guardians on this guy. Unfortunately, it's gonna get Cosmic Cyclone. Pick up a Defender, the Magical Knight. We're gonna get rid of Kerkuri Soldier. Very unfortunate for us. Level Augmentation. I don't run any Canadia, so it's gonna be really hard to stop the Kerkuri place. Activates Anatomy. And we're gonna go ahead and banish that Anatomy. I didn't want him to get a ton of card advantage on me. He's gonna go for Beret. And this was really weird. I don't understand why he did this. He activates his skill, and I guess he didn't mean to activate, not the skill, to activate the effect, and switch my Defender into defense mode. So now I can keep both of my monsters, because if he attacks, no matter what he attacks, I'm going to be able to keep one monster. So he goes for the Kerkuri Soldier on Magical Knight, which doesn't really do anything because it's at 2000 defense. And goes for the Beret on my Silent Magician level 4. When I activate Bestiary's effect, destroy the Beret in the battle step, and look at what I have: 3500 level 4 Silent Magician. And what followed next, I didn't really understand. We're gonna see Beret number 2. He's gonna special summon another Ninishi. Go for he goes for Armades, but he doesn't switch my Silent Magician into defense mode. And I'm not sure if he had like an enemy controller or what the play was from the hand, but this pretty much gives me the win. Once I flip over my Mirror Wall, he can't attack either of my monsters. And we pick up a Genomix fighter. He surrenders right away, but with my Genomix fighter, I had access to Arcanite, I'm sorry. I had 5 counters on the field, plus the 2 that he gets on summon, so it was beyond game at that point. But I'm very puzzled. Maybe I always mistake the plays that Kerkuri players are making, because I haven't played the deck a whole lot, so I'm sure you guys will correct me in the comments when you know what his intentions were. But really fun deck using Genomix Fighter. I still think this card has a place in the deck, so we can go into this too, guys. But if you know, if I keep playing it and I never go into either of these guys, then I'll probably just drop him and use another level 3 synchro like full Hell Knight. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description. Along my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And till next time.